Yo, what's good? This is Upgrade Your Mindset with Luis Suarez. How y'all doing out there? In this video, I want to talk about 7 traits men should look for in the men they follow. And listen, now, every man should follow himself first and foremost. So let's not get that twisted. And hopefully, most of you are working on perfecting these traits in yourself. But like myself and many others, I know a lot of guys grew up in single parent households and haven't had examples of good male leaders and role models that display good male principles and standards. And this could be any man. This could be an uncle. This could be a mentor. This could be a coach. This could be someone you follow on YouTube, an athlete, a celebrity, whoever. I'm specifically talking to young men here. Any man you look for inspiration, motivation, knowledge, game, etc. These are 7 traits you should look for in men that you follow. Let's get into it. Number 1, accountability. Yes, accountability, that one word that everybody hates. But when looking towards a male leader, a male role model, someone that inspires you, accountability might be at the top of the list as far as a trait they should have. Someone that holds themselves accountable at all times. Not just sometimes, not most of the time, 100% of the time. There's no pointing the finger with them. There's no making excuses. Everything that happens in their life, they are responsible for. They take full ownership of it. Just like they know how to celebrate their wins, they know how to hold their losses and embrace them. And I say this because it's really a lost trait today, especially amongst men. Because I expect women to have a lack of accountability. You know, women are emotional. Women do not like to take ownership, typically. Women do not like to say sorry. You know, they're just wired different than men. They're always in survival. And they know that they're inferior to us. That's why they're always trying to cut up our legs from underneath us and get to our level. Only if we let it happen, of course. But men today are becoming women. They're taking the roles of women by not taking ownership of their actions, not being responsible for the things that they do. And why is that? Because it's easier to blame the world instead of looking in the mirror and saying that you need to change. You know, because that right there is a shot at your ego. And a lot of men don't want to face that. They don't want to face that reality. So like I said, when looking to a male leader, a teacher, a role model, accountability is at the top of the list. Number 2, someone with accolades, someone with accomplishments, someone with results, someone that practices what they preach. You know, someone that not only talks a good game, they can back it up as well. They keep it real on all accounts, and they let the results speak for themselves. You know, you listen to what they say, but you watch what they do. You have to qualify some of these people, and their results will tell you if they're qualified to teach and to inspire. Like, for example, would you let an overweight, Big Mac eating, cigarette smoking motherfucker teach you about getting fit, having good health, getting in the gym? Would you let a homeless dude teach you on how to become a millionaire? Would you let a thirsty, no game having, dresses like shit, has no sex appeal, doesn't know how to talk to women, motherfucker teach you about getting women, getting laid? No. You know, when it comes to success, I can listen to guys like the Warren Buffetts, the Jay-Z's, the Tom Brady's of the world. Why? Because they have the accolades and the accomplishments to prove it. They have the championships. They have the platinum records. And as a disclaimer, because I know we live at a time now that everybody gets a trophy, and the guys who are about the most bullshit, they get the most shine, while the dudes speaking the facts, they get censored, they get, you know, put in the dark. So I wouldn't necessarily put this at the top of the list, but it's one thing to consider if you're wondering about how qualified someone is to teach you this game. Number 3, authenticity. Yes, they keep it real. They tell you the truth. They keep it a buck. They keep it 100. They keep it 1,000. Whichever way you want to frame it. There's only one truth. The rest is a lie. This person is sincere. They're going to be transparent. They're genuine. They're not scared to show you who they truly are. And it's also going to carry into their intentions and motives. At times, you're not going to like them. You're not going to like the message that this person is telling you, because the truth is going to make you uncomfortable. The truth isn't always pretty, but it needs to be said. It's why so many people didn't like Donald Trump. He made people uncomfortable, but the man was honest. And anytime that someone is always trying to sugarcoat, they're trying to pander to you, they're trying to be a little too nice, watch out for that person. They're not sincere, because truth be told, nobody likes anybody that much that they're fucking nice all the time. There's something that's not being fully honest and transparent about that person. I don't know how much you could trust them. The truth, at times, while it may come off harsh, it comes with love. The truth is love. So always appreciate somebody that keeps it real with you. Number 4, consistency. Yes, this is a big one. Easy to say, hard to maintain. This person remains consistent, not only in their messages or their thoughts, but most importantly, their actions. A person's actions will tell the story of who they truly are, regardless of what they say. Consistency is also in the form of discipline. Does this person fall back on their word? Are they all over the place when it comes to their emotions? Are they happy one day and angry the next? Do they treat you one way when you're by yourselves, but when somebody else comes around, they're treating you another way? You have to see how shifty, how often this person switches up. Their behavior should hardly ever shift. They should be even killed, and if they're doing this person is unstable and they're dealing with some type of emotional trauma that they have yet to resolve. And they'll project it on you to make themselves feel better. And this is not something that should be taken personal. Understand that this is more about them than it is about you. So consistency is a big thing. Always be aware of how often this person changes. Number 5, they have a sense of social awareness. What do I mean by this? Watch how they treat people. And what I mean is not necessarily what they say or how they say it. It's their intentions behind it. Are their intentions to teach, to motivate, to inspire, or are they to insult, to ridicule, and criticize? Again, these are projections. I want everybody to understand that it's not about you as much as it is about them. So don't take them personal. But when you see these red flags, deal with them accordingly. Does this person speak and treat others with respect and courtesy? Are they leaders when needed? Do they galvanize the troops and know the right buttons to press at the right situations to motivate? Do they know how to make people smile, how to make them laugh, how to control the room? These are signs of leadership. And I think that anybody with great social awareness is a great leader. That's a great sign of a good leader. Social awareness is a big one. So that's one to keep in mind. Moving on to number 6, PDC, passionate, determined, and confident. This person, they should be passionate about what they do, and they're always striving to be the best at what they do. They feel no need to prove themselves to others as much as they prove it to themselves. They should have a drive, a go-getter's mentality. Yes, there's time to fall back and chill and relax, but they should generally inspire you through their drive and passion. You know what I mean? They have a relentlessness that always looking towards the next goal, always looking to improve, because, fact of the matter is the game never stops. You know what I'm saying? And as we evolve in life, we have to, life changes. Understand that things don't always stay the same. So the same goals that I had 5 years ago are not going to be the same goals I have now, because hopefully 5 years ago, those goals, I already accomplished them. Now it's all about evolving and getting better. And in order to do that, you always have to keep a certain drive within you. So that's a very important thing to learn from. Always look to those that are passionate, determined, and confident. They have a constant belief in themselves. And last but definitely not least, number 7, maturity and masculinity. Now, there's going to be men and there's going to be boys. You got to know how to differentiate the two. You want to follow men with a grown, mature mentality, not someone that you constantly see partaking in this frivolous, foolish behavior. Men with a purpose, men who are serious, men who are stoic. Yeah, there's going to be a time and a place to joke and, have fun. But notice a guy that's always joking around is never respected by the people around him. They think that they could play with him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's a fine line between joking around and disrespect. So you're going to have a guy that's always joking around, and that line that people are going to tiptoe and cross over, it gets blurred after a while, because they're like, oh, okay, he jokes around, I could joke with him. You know what I'm saying? And it just gives people the room to fuck with you like that. Whereas a man who's serious about his business, you can't fuck with him like that. He doesn't allow people to. I always make this comparison. Look at the way Michael Jordan behaved and carried himself like a grown man on and off the court. The way he talked to his teammates and the media after the game, the way he handled himself. He handled himself with class, with dignity. Now look at a guy like LeBron James. And I know we're in a different era, but look at the way that he acts. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching a kid in a 36-year-old body. Now, don't get it twisted. I respect his game. I respect his talent on the court, and even some of the things he's done off the court for the community. But the man does some foolish shit, especially when it comes to social media and Twitter. Like, I don't know how somebody of his stature, somebody of his age could be on Twitter so much. And maybe it is to expand his brand, but often I see him on like Instagram making these stupid faces, or going on Twitter saying some passive aggressive shit, or just stupid shit in general. Like that last Twitter, that last tweet that he put out. He's been getting a lot of slack for that. And notice how he posted it and then he took it off. You know what I'm saying? That right there is just a sign of somebody who, hey, if you're gonna say what you're gonna say, at least own the shit. But it just is a reflection of his character, that he can't stand even on the shit that he says. You know what I'm saying? Because he took it off for a reason, because he knew he was gonna get backlash for it. And it's another reason why MJ is and will always be the GOAT. He was feared by his teammates and his opponent for good reason. He demanded respect. He didn't expect anything less. People don't fear LeBron James. He plays too much. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying, guys, is stop following these poor examples of leadership and what a man is. You can tell a lot by the behavior and the amount of respect this person has around them. You know what I mean? And in all honesty, I'm embarrassed for today's man. Today's man acts like a bitch. Today's man acts like a woman, and they shouldn't be followed. You wouldn't follow a woman, would you? And a lot of these guys are just spreading poison, and they're responsible for a lot of the shit you see in today's society. But luckily, there's still some good examples of men out there. So look for them, learn from them, and get inspired. That's all I got. Peace.